Hi everyone, it's Ruthie. Today we'll be going on a cave tour. Jewel Cave National Monument is the third longest cave in the world and the second longest in the United States. It has over 210 miles mapped out, and they are still exploring this cave to this day. Today we went on a Scenic tour, which is the most popular of the four that they offer. This is a half-mile moderate to strenuous tour that involves walking up and down about 734 stair steps, and it lasts about an hour and 20 minutes. I personally did not think it was strenuous. It was more on the moderate level for me, and you do take an elevator in the beginning down the cave and then back up at the end. So if you do need certain accommodations, make sure to contact Jewel Cave for further information. During this tour, you can view two types of calcite crystals and other cave formations. And just a heads up, you probably want to book your tour tickets in advance because they do tend to sell out, and I would hate for you to be in the area and not be able to go on the tour. So I hope you enjoy.
Anyone know what barometric means or what it's referring to? Pressure, air pressure. So Jewel Cave is a breathing cave. It'll bring in air and it'll breathe out air to meet the environment conditions outside. So Jewel Cave likes to be at an equilibrium. It's kind of like how our bodies like to be at homeostasis. So it will make those adjustments by either bringing in air or letting out air to meet that. So we're gonna go here, go down the steps to your right to our first platform.
Would you look at that?
Now what continues to attract visitors is our wonderful jewels of Jewel Cave. And if we go over here, we can see our first jewel. That is our Nailhead Spar. Now this Nailhead Spar is a calcite formation, and we'll talk more about how it ended up here later on in the tour. Then our other crowning jewel, this is our dogtooth spar. Now the reason why it's called dogtooth spar is because it looks shiny and white like a dog's tooth. So dogtooth spar. And if you see any kind of like shiny areas like that, you're most likely looking at doghead spar, and that is again a calcite formation. Now the Nailhead Spar is one of our more common formations. We'll see a lot of it as we continue to go through the cave. If you look over at the cave walls, you see more Nailhead Spar. So those are really two of our main types of formations that we'll see in the drier areas of the cave.
Whoa. That's really neat.
Look at that.
Yeah. So we were like all the way up there, and this is the bottom of that rim. But we've gone down quite a bit. We're going to keep going down. Our lowest point on the tour is 379 feet. So the elevator brought us down 240 feet. So we got about 139 feet to go down. So if you look to your right, this is all Nailhead Spar. And then if you look a little bit lower on your right, you see where the Nailhead Spar has broken off. So up here, that's where that Nailhead Spar has broken up. This is a Nailhead Spar. So I like to think of it as this is like an orange, the whole Nailhead Spar, and this is like that slice of the orange where that Nailhead Spar has broke up. It's a slice of Nailhead Spar. Okay, so anyone who's been to Wind Cave, can you help me out? Do you recognize anything familiar over here? Or over here? Boxwork, yeah. So again, Wind Cave has about 90% of the world's boxwork. Jewel Cave has roughly 1% of the world's boxwork. Now, the boxwork is formed from where the limestone and the Nailhead Spar has broken off. And over time, that becomes weathered down, and it's left this boxwork. Now, we won't get any more boxwork to form in the cave because all the minerals and everything that were there doing the weathering no longer are here. But for now, this is all the boxwork we will have in the cave. And if you look over here, we have some more draperies. And you'll see some of them are different colors, and depending on the minerals that are in the area, when that water starts to trickle down, that can cause them to look different in color. As we get towards the end of our tour, you'll actually see some brown draperies, so keep an eye out for those. May look like a character from Star Wars. I don't know if anyone's a Star Wars fan here. Who does that remind you of? Yeah, Jabba the Hutt. That's our Jabba the Hutt flowstone. Definitely a unique formation that was caused by water flowing down. Bring your parents to your parents' house. We'll let your parents help. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a question. And that black was on that Nailhead Spar. And this black is a mineral what we call manganese. So the reason why there's so much manganese down here is because the water was in this area for a longer period of time than in the upper portion of the cave. So we are entering the lower portion of the cave. We're about to be at the lowest point, which I'll point out when we get to it. But that will be 379 feet below ground. So again, our elevator brought us 240 feet down, so that'll be about 150 feet we're gonna have, or 130 feet we'll have to climb back up. And this is all calcium. Chicken one? And this is it's this color because of the minerals like iron that are in the area. But it's 20 feet in length. It's not going to get any longer. It can get wider. No, there are no living organisms in this part of the cave other than us right now.
Whoa. Oh, these stairs are different. Oh, hon, look at the brown drapery.
Sorry, Mom.
Oh, I think I shut my eyes. Okay. Okay, it's gonna be kind of close quarters in this part. We're gonna kind of pack ourselves in here. Not the biggest space, but there. On behalf of the National Park Service, I would like to thank you all for coming. Again, we appreciate your visiting, and we hope that you visit us again in the future. Thank you. Now up ahead we have a white nose syndrome solution, and that's once we get by our elevator lobby. That has hydrogen peroxide in it, so we just ask that you walk through it, help clean your shoes. I'll explain more what that solution is for as we work through the elevator.